Three big developments taking place as we speak. Cabinet meeting just about to begin. The Aam Aadmi Party already in a huddle strategizing for elections. 4 p.m. is when the BJP will be meeting. These visuals are right outside the 7th Racecourse Road. The President had earlier forwarded the LG's recommendation to the Cabinet. Najib Jung recommending the immediate dissolution of the 2013 Vidhan Sabha. On the agenda, where this cabinet meeting is going to take place, well, it is to issue a notification for the dissolution of the assembly. Protocol demands the cabinet will forward this to the Election Commission, which will come up with new dates. I'd like to cut across immediately to Javed Ansari, our executive editor, getting us the latest. Javed, protocol demands that after discussion, the cabinet will have to inform the Election Commission. Now the ball would be in the Election Commission after this meeting.
Well, certainly, the cabinet first has to send it to the president has to sign it, and thereafter the election commission will also be informed of this. The election commission will then finally take a call on the timetable. Tomorrow is the last date for the withdrawal of nominations for these 3 assembly by-elections that are to be held in Delhi, and therefore the election commission has to act fast. Once the dissolution order is in place, the elections to those 3 by-elections will also be annulled.
All right, appreciate you joining us. Javed Ansari, our executive editor, giving us the latest update. But let's take you right in front of the 7 Racecourse Road. Just minutes from now, the cabinet will meet, and up for discussion is the dissolution of the Delhi Assembly. Brijesh Pandey joining us live from there. Brijesh, you know, as Javed was pointing out, right after this, the ball would be in the Election Commission's court. What we are definitely looking at is that by-elections will not be taking place on the 3 seats which were supposed to go to polls on the 14th of November.
Well, yes, Preeti, and this was decided yesterday when at around 10 a.m. The Bharatiya Janata Party told the LG in a written letter by Jagdish Mukhi that the BJP does not want to form a government in the given circumstances. All which was left was just the technicalities which had to be ironed out. And the fact is that tomorrow is the last date for nomination. All this had to be rushed through. Today in the morning, LG had sent to President, which accepted the recommendation and sent to Cabinet for the ratification. Yeah. I think in another 1 hour, the Cabinet will ratify it and send it back to the President, which will be forwarded to the Election Commission, which will then unroll the due process of law, and which will then decide on the date in which elections in Delhi can be held. Remember, the Election Commission has 6 months in which they have to conduct the elections and to swear in the new cabinet, and there is enough time for that for the election.
But you know, there's enough time for that, Brijesh. There is enough time for that, Brijesh. But before I cut across to Ankit, very quickly, you know, there are 3 seats in Delhi which are going to go for by-elections that we were just discussing. Now, if elections are going to be cancelled on those 3 seats, when will we hear from the Election Commission?
Well, Election Commission will be the second it receives the sign notification from the President. They will immediately announce the cancellation of by-elections in these 3 assembly seats in Delhi, and after that elections in all the 70 assembly seats in Delhi will be held whenever the Election Commission deems fit.
All right, Brijesh, thank you for joining us. Do stay on with us. I'd like to cut across to Ankit Tyagi, who's tracking all details from the Aam Aadmi Party. As we speak, there is that cabinet meeting which is underway. We will know the results of that in about an hour's time. But let's cut across to Ankit Tyagi, who's right now reporting on how the Aam Aadmi Party has come into a huddle. Ankit, you know, with all that political development going on, the Aam Aadmi Party would very well be aware that the situation is not what it was pre-Lok Sabha poll era. There is a massive need for reinvention where the party comes into play. What are you picking up?
Well, absolutely. There is no doubt that the Aam Aadmi Party's huddle today, or the meeting that is going on at Arvind Kejriwal's residence, will chalk out a blueprint, a new blueprint of how they are going to approach the elections. Today is just a first of many meetings in the near future that is going to take place. But crucial today will be the fact that they will decide on what will be the poll planks that they will be taking to the people. They also know that the pre-Lok Sabha elections era 2013 assembly, the water and electricity might not be the main agenda. They also have to deal with the Modi juggernaut. Also, Arvind Kejriwal, remember, had fought in front of Arvind Kejriwal for Narendra Modi and lost that election. So all those things they will have to counter. Plus, they will have to come out with a strategy to also counter questions on why they left the government in 49 days. So Aam Aadmi Party will have a lot of thinking to do, but the party cadre is suddenly, there is a lot of enthusiasm in the party cadre. The uncertainty is over. In fact, I was speaking to senior source within the Aam Aadmi Party, and they said the biggest thing is now at least they are free from the worry that some MLA is being poached, or the BJP is trying to poach some MLA. So all those worries are over, and now the focus can solely be on campaigning and preparing for the elections.
You know, gentlemen, stay on with us. Both the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP would want the elections to take place alongside Jammu and Kashmir and Jharkhand. Reportedly, they believe that holding simultaneous elections will divide the BJP's resources. They also want to deny the BJP the advantage of a momentum. The BJP, however, is keen that Delhi votes next year because it would allow them to focus on Delhi. The BJP hopeful about elections in Jharkhand and J&K and the cascading effect, if there is a win in these two states, to impact Delhi.
निश्चित रूप से मुझे लगता है कि संवैधानिक प्रक्रिया बहुत तेजी से पूरी हो रही है और जो बाई इलेक्शंस थे, जो 5 तारीख अंतिम तारीख थी, तो डिसोल्यूशन अगर हो जाता है, डिसॉल्व कर दिया जाता है, तो वो प्रक्रिया भी अब रोक दी जाएगी और दिल्ली एक तरह से पूरी तरह से अब चुनाव के लिए तैयार है। और जिस तरह से श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के प्रति विश्वास प्रकट किया जा रहा है और जिस तरह से नरेंद्र मोदी जी को के प्रति लोगों में आस्था है और भारतीय जनता पार्टी के प्रति पूरी तरह से आश्वस्त भी हैं लोग और आशावान भी हैं।
हमने उनसे रिक्वेस्ट किया था कि साहब अभी पूरे देश में चुनावों का एक दौर चल रहा है, 2 राज्यों में, 2 प्रमुख राज्यों में चुनाव हो भी रहे हैं और उनका फेज लंबा है, तो 23 दिसंबर को एंड होगा, उससे पहले ही नोटिफिकेशन जारी करके इसमें भी चुनाव करवा दिए जाएं ताकि एक अलग से चुनाव का दौर न चले। तो उन्होंने कहा कि ठीक है, ये हो सकता है, अभी देखते हैं इसमें, क्योंकि एक बार सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट को अल्टीमेटली असेंबली रिजॉल्व करने का निर्णय लेना है, तो उम्मीद कर रहे हैं कि हो जाएगा। कि बीजेपी में दिल्ली को लेकर बहुत डर है, बाकी राज्यों में चुनाव में बीजेपी जीत रही है, उसके बावजूद बीजेपी दिल्ली में घबराई हुई थी।
स्थानीय इलाकों में कई नेता हैं जिनका अपना वर्चस्व है और जब मौका मिलता है तो अपने आप ही नेतृत्व उभर कर आता है। इस समय लवली जी ने इतनी कठिन परिस्थिति में भी पीसीसी को बड़े अच्छे से चलाया है। आप देखिए, एक बल्कि विपक्ष के नेता होके केजरीवाल से या उनकी पूरी पार्टी से ज़्यादा भारी हारून भाई भी पड़े हैं विधानसभा में। तो और मुझे पूरी उम्मीद है कि हमारे जितने भी पूरी दिल्ली के चारों क्षेत्रों से जो नेता हैं वो सामने आएंगे। लवली जी के और हारून जी के नेतृत्व में अगर हम चुनाव लड़ेंगे तो एक बहुत अच्छा प्रदर्शन देंगे और मुझे तो लगता है कि चौंका देने वाले रिजल्ट आएंगे।
I'd like to cut across back to 7 Racecourse Road. Brijesh Pandey getting us the latest from there. Ankit Tyagi also joining us from Arvind Kejriwal's residence. 3 developments taking place as of now. 7 RCR, the cabinet meeting is on. Brijesh Pandey is getting us the latest from there. Ankit Tyagi right outside Arvind Kejriwal's residence, where the top leadership of the Aam Aadmi Party strategizing in a huddle. Brijesh, I'd like to come to you first on that 4 p.m. meeting that the BJP is going to have. The question I want to ask you is, now, the Aam Aadmi Party, no matter how much outward political confidence, political swagger that it might want to depict, understands that the going is not going to be as it was pre-Lok Sabha poll era. For the BJP, do they feel that there is a need to project a face for Delhi because the situation is not quite like what it was in Haryana, which they would want to believe?
Well, Preeti, we have to understand that this is a completely new BJP which we are used to see the earlier one. It's an Amit Shah, Narendra Modi BJP, and this time the stranglehold of Amit Shah is absolute over party. So any chance of any faction fight within the BJP is now next to nil. Amit Shah has proven his political meticulousness, his political mastery in the state elections by pulling up near miraculous win in Haryana. And you know, the fact is that Haryana and Delhi share the border, so there will be an obvious ripple effect in Delhi. And the confidence of the BJP cadre is an all-time high. There were initial hiccups in the by-elections of Bihar and Uttar Pradesh, which saw BJP suffering electoral reverses. But you know, the election of Haryana and Maharashtra put paid to rest of all the question mark over the Modi wave. So the BJP is extremely confident. The chances of factional fight, I don't think it's seeing happening, and the BJP, the top leadership is saying that, that this time they have tasted electoral success without naming anybody as the potential chief candidate. So they don't see why they should change the rule in Delhi.
All right, Brijesh, I'd like to put that point to Ankit, who's with us. Ankit, the sources where the BJP is concerned are telling Brijesh that they didn't have a candidate in Haryana yet. It was from 4 they rose to 47. And, the same formula is going to be applied to Delhi. They don't really quite care about Arvind Kejriwal, spearheading the Aam Aadmi Party campaign.
Well, for a political party, of course, it doesn't matter who the opponent is. They will have to strategize on their own. But Preeti, despite the Modi Juggernaut, despite the BJP in a stronger position than it was in 2013, Delhi would, of course, be a different election. It would be fought on a different plank altogether. It's a straight fight. This will be the first time that will be a straight fight between the BJP and any other party. In Haryana, in Maharashtra, remember, there were the opposition votes. The votes were divided. They were divided in Maharashtra in 5 parties. There were votes that were divided in Haryana also. That is not going to be the simple scenario as far as Delhi is concerned. And there is still a certain appeal that Arvind Kejriwal has with a certain section of people. So it would not be a cakewalk, and at least that is what the Aam Aadmi Party would be hoping, that it would not be a cakewalk as far as BJP's strategy is concerned. They are, of course, BJP is on a high after electoral success, but every election is different, and you never know what side the voters want to turn this election around.
Well, you're right there. On what footing the Aam Aadmi Party is in this re-election, well, only time will tell. But one thing is becoming clear, that it is going to be a fight between 2 parties, that is the BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party, the Congress, with little relevance. Appreciate you, gentlemen, for joining us. Ankit Tyagi and Brijesh Pandey, my colleague. We'll, of course, keep coming back to you for the latest update with that.